let's talk about Kawhi Leonard and the fact that he decided to leave the Toronto Raptors. A lot of people believe that Kawhi Leonard should have stayed in Toronto, and a lot of people believe that Kawhi Leonard falling short in the playoffs this year versus the Nuggets is an accurate representation of that argument. And I say no. I say Kawhi Leonard should not regret the fact that he left Toronto. He should not regret that. Kawhi Leonard chose to bet on himself. And I have no problem with players betting on themselves. Joe Burrow bet on himself. Joe Burrow decided to transfer away from Ohio State. And guess what? It paid off for him. Drake and Kanye West decided to drop out of school and bet on themselves. How'd that turn out? Bill Gates dropped out of school. How'd that work out for him? Here's the reality, people. If Kawhi Leonard had have played better, the Clippers would have won that series. The problem was Kawhi Leonard failed himself in those big-time moments. The decision was not the reason Kawhi Leonard failed. The reason Kawhi Leonard failed with the Clippers was because he didn't play good enough down the stretch. If Kawhi Leonard plays better down the stretch and doesn't engage in so much load management, then guess what? The Clippers probably are still playing today. Kawhi Leonard chose a better lifestyle. He felt that living in Toronto is not as good as living in Los Angeles. And I'd argue he probably is right. Kawhi Leonard chose to go to a team that actually attracts free agents. Name me the last big-time free agent that has come to Toronto. While they have a lot of very good players right now, is Toronto a place where Kawhi Leonard can attract free agents? I'm not so sure, because a lot of NBA players are not willing to move away from a country. Keep in mind, Toronto, it's in Canada, a different country. It's a different culture, people. Listen, man, it's not out of the possibility that if Kawhi Leonard comes back a different beast this year with a different mentality and the Clippers stop messing around, this Clippers team can win a championship. They still got a very good bench. You've got a very good starting five. And I argue the Clippers are one of the three most talented teams in all of basketball. People, LeBron James in Miami didn't work out the first time around. Did LeBron make a terrible decision leaving Cleveland to go to Miami? I don't think he made a terrible decision. He failed year number one, so what? He came back the next 2 years and won 2 championships. Kawhi Leonard could do the same thing. Now, I'd argue that the Brooklyn Nets might be the favorites next year. I'd argue teams like the Mavericks and the Warriors, are going to be different beasts this next year. I think that Luka Doncic and the Mavericks have a chance to take a big step this year. And I think the Golden State Warriors, led by Steph Curry, will be pretty good. And not to mention LeBron James and Anthony Davis are still pretty good as well. So, the Clippers, they have some retooling to do. They have some work to do. But if Kawhi Leonard plays better and the Clippers get it together and don't engage in as much load management, this team can win a championship. The pieces are there. So in reality, I disagree with the people that say Kawhi Leonard made a poor decision going to the Los Angeles Clippers because Kawhi Leonard bet on himself, and I have nothing wrong with that. Kawhi Leonard should not regret leaving Toronto for the Los Angeles Clippers. But that's just my opinion, though. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God-blessed day, and I'm out.